Can I ask you something? As we head into 2026, do you actually feel in control of how you're aging? Or are you quietly hoping nothing forces a change? If you're in your 70s and life is generally good, then this video is for you. Not because something is wrong, but because this is often the moment people don't pause and later wish they had. If you're watching this at the end of December 2025, there's a good chance the holidays have slowed down just enough for you to breathe again. The noise has settled, the gatherings are wandering down, and there's this quiet space between Christmas and the New Year that feels different. Not rushed, not busy, just reflective. And that's what I want to talk about today. Not resolutions, not big plans, not everything you should do, but why moving into 2026 reflectively, thoughtfully, might be one of the smartest things you do for yourself. Right now, the messages around us are very loud. New year, new you. Fix what's broken. Start fresh. But here's what I know after spending more than 20 years walking alongside people as they age. People don't lose control of their lives because they didn't plan enough. They lose control because they didn't pause long enough to think. They stayed busy. They stayed capable. They stayed independent. Until one day, a decision had to be made quickly, and it didn't feel like their choice anymore. This moment, right now, is actually one of the best times of the year to pause. Not because something is wrong, but because so much is right. If you're in your 70s and listening to this, chances are you've built a life you care about. You value your independence, and you want to stay in charge of your choices. So here's the idea I want to offer you today. The best way to protect the life you love isn't reacting later, it's reflecting now. I want to walk through questions, not tasks, that are worth sitting with as we move into 2026. You don't need to answer them today. You don't need to change anything. Just notice what comes up when you ask yourself. So question 1, what am I most proud of maintaining? As we head into 2026, ask yourself, what parts of my life feel strong and steady right now? Is it your routines, your health habits, your friendships, your independence, your sense of purpose? We spend so much time talking about what might go wrong someday that we forget to acknowledge what's working right now. This question matters because it shifts the goal. Aging well isn't about avoiding change, it's about protecting what already matters to you. Question 2, where do I feel most at peace? Peace is an underrated indicator. Ask yourself, when do I feel most like myself? Who do I feel calm around? What environments ground me? Here's something I learned. When people feel rushed into decisions later, it's often because they ignored the places in their life where they already felt settled. Peace tells you what needs protecting. So let me pause for just a second. If this kind of conversation resonates with you, thoughtful, calm, and honest, I invite you to subscribe to this channel. I share content designed to help you think ahead without fear, pressure, or urgency. All right, back to the questions. Question 3, who would I want involved if life changed quickly? This is a gentle but important question. It's not who would have to help me, but who would I want involved if life threw me a curveball? One person, someone you trust, someone who understands your values. You're not making plans. You're not assigning roles. You're simply acknowledging that clarity now prevents chaos later. And you don't need a crisis to think this through. Question 4, does my current setup support the life I want to keep living? This question is often misunderstood. It's not about downsizing. It's not about moving. It's not about giving anything up. It's simply asking, does my environment support how I want to live? Socially, physically, emotionally, for the next chapter. Sometimes the smartest thing you can do for your independence is just notice where friction exists. Awareness is not action, it's preparation. And last question 5, what am I avoiding thinking about and why? This one requires honesty. Is there a topic you keep pushing aside because it feels heavy, it feels unnecessary right now, you don't want to worry your family, or you tell yourself, I'll deal with that later? Avoidance doesn't mean you're irresponsible. It usually means you care. But gentle curiosity now can protect your choices later. If there's one thing I want you to take away from this conversation, it's this. Moving into 2026 reflectively isn't about planning for decline. It's about staying in control. The people who age with the most confidence aren't the ones with perfect plans. They're the ones who gave themselves permission to think ahead calmly and intentionally. And if you're listening to this and thinking, I wish I had a space to talk through this without urgency or judgment, that's exactly why I created my coaching work. It's not about decisions, it's about clarity. I'll share more about that soon, but for now, thank you for spending these minutes reflecting with me. If this was helpful, give it a like, share it with someone who might appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next conversation.